Good morning, everyone. I wanted to introduce you today to Dani Jenkins. She's with us to talk about AI for realtors. We also want to go over earnest money deposits with Castle Connect. We want to talk about the broker compensation sheet. When you're using a smart title attorney, you can get paid at the closing. So there's a couple of topics that we'd like to make sure we cover today. And with that, I will let Dani take it away.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Well, yes, I am Dani Jenkins and I'm with Chicago Title and I'm also your Smart Title representative. What Smart Title is for you is it's HomeSmart's preferred title company. And lucky for you guys, it is underwritten by Chicago Title, which means you guys have access to all of the resources that Chicago Title offers, all of our secure um, uh, things that we have in place for closings, which is amazing. But yes, that part of Smart Title too is we have some preferred attorneys as well. So, if you work with an attorney that doesn't use Chicago Title or Smart Title, I would love an introduction to them and either get them hooked up with Smart Title. That way you guys can get paid at the closing table as well. And then if they are already signed up with Chicago Title, it's literally one signature that they have to do to get signed up with Smart Title. And they use all of the Chicago Title offices. So we have over 30 offices in Chicago Metro available. And then also, as Deborah mentioned, we hold earnest money for you guys as well. So we'll go through that. But another perk of being partnered with HomeSmart and Chicago Title and Smart Title is what I do for you guys. So my job is to help you guys grow your business and provide different resources that we have to offer. So whether it's um, finding a good farming list for you or a mailer company, we have a partnership with Corfact, which is one of the best direct mailing companies. And it doesn't really affect me if you use it or not, but you get discounted prices on like the Chicago Title Partnership Corfact. Whereas if you just go to Corfact.com, you don't get that discount. And
So
then
we have to call you to
yes,
get that benefit?
I would just need your email, and then your address if you want to use the office address or your home address because you'll get a copy of the mailer. But either of these tools I could get you logged into, and if you wanted to sit down and I could go through it one-on-one with you guys or do another class on it. We have a program called In Here, which I'm sure some of you guys have gotten emails from In Here. Um, and that kind of the basic In Here brings you status on your closing. So it goes through like the process and where we're at during the closing just to keep you guys updated. But there's also some features. We have a new one that just came out called Farm in Here. And then we have one called Live in Here, which is like a home hub for your buyers. So just really, if you have sat down and kind of planned your goals for 2026 and you think that there's something that I, as a title rep, could help support you with, whether it's helping you come up with ideas for events or marketing or um, whatever it may be, um, that's what I'm here for. I want to help you guys grow. So then in turn, Chicago Title and Smart Title grow as well.
And
But
remember, Dani is always available to help you with an event or anything
yes.
that you want to
I
host with your clients.
Yes, and I feel like I've spoke to most of the HomeSmart agents, whether it was on earnest money or you guys have a new listing and I called you guys to see if you needed help with anything. Um, but you guys are more than welcome. I always call from my cell phone, so you can save my number, which is the 815-354-7537. So that's my cell phone. You could text me, call me. I will say I have two littles at home too. So I have a 3-year-old son, Giovanni, and a 1.5-year-old daughter, Margot. So if you call me after 5, honestly, probably after like 4:30, um, you might hear my kids in the background or in the car. Um, but a little bit about me. So, like I said, I have my two children, and then we have one on the way coming in May. So that's super exciting.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you. And then my husband, his name is Kyle. He's a teacher here in McHenry County, and he coaches football and basketball and does all the things with sports. Um, and then we have a dog named Onyx. He's a Doberman mix. He's a naughty boy though. And then yeah, one of the other perks of being with Chicago Title is their partnership with Ferry International, which is the real estate coach Tom Ferry. So something that I get um, from being a sales rep with Chicago Title is I get coached by Tom Ferry once a month. And the best part is he brings stuff that's working out in like California and the west side of the country, that's working out there already to us. So it's either like strategies or new tools that came out, or even just like market data and information about what's happening in the market, where he thinks it's going to be going. Um, and it's all for realtors. So it's stuff that he's giving me for realtors that I could bring to you guys. Because coaching is really expensive as well. I'm sure many of you have either done it or looked into it. So this is just something nice that if you guys are interested in hearing what's going on, and what's working. Um, but a lot of this from AI is stuff that I've gotten from one of his other coaches, Jason Pantana, who specializes, he's like the AI guru. Um, and I have access to his AI marketing academy. I have to pay for it, but it is worth it. I think it's originally $200 a month, and I get it for $100 a month. Um, and it's awesome. So most of my information came from there. I feel like the more about AI that I learn, the more I realize I don't know about AI and how much there actually is and how quickly it's progressing. So let me get started with that. So I wanted to ask you guys, how have you embraced AI in your business? And also I'm curious how comfortable you feel on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you are a professional at AI. Um, you guys can either unmute yourselves or in the chat. Um,
Hi, Emilio Bartucci.
Hi, Emilio. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, so AI, I use it for inputting listings, the remarks. I've used it with photography too. If something's a little off, I fix it with AI. I use it all the time, actually. I use it a lot for my business.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. I mean, it's it's, it's here. It's kind of like I like to compare it to the people that you know, kind of boycotted social media at first. And the ones who started early are the ones that are very successful with it. And not that you can't start later on and be successful, but I think that there's so much growth every single week in AI too, and different tools and classes and ways to use it. I get notifications on my social media pages of all these new real estate apps that use AI. Um, so I think that's awesome, Emilio. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else
Th-
have?
This is Patty. I used to do IT for a very long time ago. Like, I mean, I'm talking about 20 years ago. So I'm embracing it. I actually call my AI Betty Boop because that's something that I love. And it actually talks to me. It's kind of weird. And I've been creating some uh, documents, right, to train people. And if anybody would like to see them, I've been like downloading them and stuff like that. And you could do whatever you want with them.
Oh,
But
that's awesome. Like training documents for AI.
for real estate. I'm training my AI. I call it Betty Boop, but I say, "Hey, hello, Betty Boop." So I'm a realtor, and this is what I would like to do. and then it goes and goes and goes and goes, right? And then I just go, okay, well, create this for me, create this for me, create this for me. It's a
Oh,
lot of work, but you get it, I mean, you get an immediate training session kind of thing.
yeah,
That's all
that's
I have to say about that. It's
yeah, I
kind of
think
funny, a funny thing to do.
some of the tools that I'm going to show you might help you with that too, so it doesn't take you as long. I don't know if you use like the GPTs or the gems yet, but I'm going to dig into that a little bit. And that should help your process so you're not having to like train it every time.
Cool. Yeah, GPT is what I started with. And then, you have Gemini with your Google and you have, with depending on what system you're using, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what you gotta say.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you,
it's
Danny.
funny because I use I started off using ChatGPT. And I still pay for it. I still love it and use it every single day. But I recently just started using Gemini as well, and I do love Gemini. But as I was creating my presentation, I was talking to my boss, Peter Shimp. I'm not sure if you guys have met him before, but he is also really good with AI. And he was like, "Oh, you could do a whole presentation on Claude." He's like, "Tell me what your agenda is." So I wrote down my agenda for him, and 2 seconds later, he has a full PowerPoint presentation on AI for me. And I was like, oh, this is like really cool. But I like to use Canva, and I think I don't know, I liked my Chicago title gold and black colors. I did steal some of the like ideas from that and some of the photos that they used. But I was like, that was insane. Like I spent a whole day creating this PowerPoint and that took you 3 seconds.
Right.
Which you can't do that in ChatGPT or Gemini. So Claude is the only one that will actually like, which surprises me that like Copilot doesn't do it because that's the Microsoft suite. Maybe it does.
Yeah, right.
Um, but yeah, so I feel like there's always something to learn about AI. So I'm so glad that you guys are all here, and that you have already started to embrace AI in your businesses. Um, but yes, okay. So today we're going to talk about why realtors should be using AI in your business, some different AI tools, prompts. I don't know if you guys use actual prompts yet. And then the GPTs and gems, like I mentioned, um, deep research, agent mode, and connectors. And then also some um, actual strategies that you guys can use in your business. So here are some photos that I have on AI. So we'll start with this one up here. Um, so in 2024, I'm sure most of you guys remember like when you first heard about AI. And I remember I was actually at the gym and my gym friends were talking about it and they're like, "Oh, have you heard of ChatGPT?" And it's like, "No, never heard of it. Like there's no way that artificial intelligence is real, but tell me more." And that whole like next week, I was glued to it. I was planning dream vacations and using it for like silly stuff at that point. Um, and then I kind of just never really like thought to use it in a business standpoint. And then in 2025, so last year, I started implementing it more and more and doing research on it and trying to figure out what it can do. I feel like I had a lot of hiccups with using AI too, where I would have an idea in my head of what I would want it to do, and it promoted that it could do certain things, and then it would like I was trying to create a picture one time and the girl had 3 arms and I could not get rid of the third arm. I'm like, okay, like this isn't working. This isn't what I wanted. And they're saying in 2026 that it's going to be assumed that everybody is using AI in their personal life, in their professional life, um, on their website. So I'm sure you guys have seen some of like the AI chat boxes. Um, and I did hear by the end of 2026 videos are going to be it's going to be very difficult to tell a real video from an AI video, which is kind of scary to me because I like to know if something is real or if it's fake, especially if it's like news or whatever it is. But like now I see there are some videos that I'm like, is this real or is this fake? On social media. But for the most part, I feel like right now I could probably figure out if it's AI or not. But they are saying by the end of the year, it's going to be that much better where you're not even going to be able to question it because you won't have a clue. Um, so some of the reasons to use AI right now are for prompting, which I'm going to show you guys um, a website that you could whip out a prompt in seconds. Video production, email campaigns, AI search, blogging, listing promo, automations, podcasting, video, content creation, market updates, and custom GPTs and gems. Does anyone know who this guy is in this picture? That is Sam Altman. He's the creator of OpenAI, so which is ChatGPT. And he had recently said that AI will seep into all areas of the economy and society. We'll expect everything to be smart, which I think is already true to this day. I think we're expecting very quick responses. I mean, even oh, what? It was a drive-through fast food place that I went to, and I think it was Wendy's. Um, their drive-through operator was AI, and I was blown away. So I feel like
Oh,
we're
wow.
already getting to that point
Very cool.
where AI is seeping into our every single day life. And we're expecting quick responses and everything to be super smart and spot on. But why you guys should use AI? So I have some stats. So first of all, SEO, which is search engine optimization, that's kind of more when you use Google to search or what Bing, whatever it is that you were searching before. So it's like a website search base. And it focuses on technical site health, keywords, and authority to rank in search results. And then AEO, which is answer engine optimization. So that's more of like your chat GPTs and your large language models. Those focus on structure, FAQ style content, and direct answers to be featured in snippets. And then GEO is generative engine optimization, and that focuses on credibility, topical authority, and trust for AI models and LLMs to synthesize content. So that's just a little bit of you'll probably hear if you take more classes on AI, those terms. So just so you have a little bit of a background, because I think mid last year I had no idea what people were referring to when they were saying SEO or AEO. Um, but why you guys should be using AI in your business. So it buys back your time. AI can draft, which I know that you both had mentioned you use it for listing descriptions already. Social captions, email follow-ups, CMA summaries, objection responses, and even open house scripts in minutes. You have faster follow-up, so you can write instant responses to inquiries. So I don't know if you're the email that you use, which we use Microsoft, we have Copilot automatically linked with our emails. So I can have it, I just have to click one little button and it'll write me a response to that email. And I could have it could change it to more professional, it could be more casual, funnier if I wanted it to be more funny. And then it can pre-qualify leads through smart chat tools. Generate personalized follow-up sequences, because I'm sure most of you know, as I know, being in this business, people expect responses very quickly. So there's times where I'm in a meeting or I'm doing a presentation and I get an email from one of my attorneys that um, they're looking for something quickly, and an hour goes by and they're like, they've already forwarded it to my managers or whatever it is. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But now with Copilot, It literally is a click of a button and I can respond, which is nice.
And Copilot even summarizes the emails for you.
Yes,
I
yes.
love that, especially
I
those long emails. It's like, wow, okay, this is a lifetime saver.
Yes, I don't get too many like lengthy emails from attorneys because I
Mhm.
feel like those or
I'm
even
sorry,
realtors
may I
have to.
interrupt? So
Sure.
ChatGPT, I've been using it, right? Obviously the free one, but Copilot comes with your computer. You know what I mean? Do you have to pay for that?
I do
Should I
not
be
pay for
switching?
Copilot. It
Okay.
automatically is linked to my Outlook. Um,
I
Right.
use
Copilot comes with the
Gmail.
Microsoft Office products.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I pay for a 365. So
Yes, it
Yes, you
should
must
come
have
with your
access to
products.
Copilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So that's better than GPT, you think?
Um, I still use ChatGPT. Um, and then when I'm in my emails, I use Copilot because it's just right there and it will sync automatically into my.
Okay, I've seen that. I see that. I see what you're talking about. Totally. Okay. Makes
And
sense.
it,
But like I
I,
said, ChatGPT is the only one that made me like have fun with it, right? The other
yeah,
ones you can't call them names. It's just like hello, blah blah blah.
probably could. Gemini, you could say, I want you to be called Betty Boop. And
I
they'll,
tried that and it was like, no, I'm sorry, we can't do that. I was like,
oh, really?
what?
That's,
And
that's
again,
I
I've just been, kind of fumbling with all these things. So
I
my sister
just call it
calls her
Gemini. I say, good
ChatGPT.
morning, Gemini. Yeah.
That's so funny. So anyways, it also makes smarter marketing without hiring a full team. So
Right.
there's a lot in here that you could do to get easy. I know a lot of agents who have hired people to run their social media or virtual assistants, and hopefully um, you guys will learn today some ways that you could do that without having to hire somebody, which I think it's still important to have a team of people behind you because you are only one person. And to run a business, it does take a village, but these are just ways it can help you without having to hire somebody right away. Um, it can create hyper-local market updates, repurpose one video into 10 posts, draft newsletters, write geo-targeted farming letters. Um, and then also it is good for better data interpretation. So, which also means your conversations with your clients are going to be better. You're going to sound more polished and just more professional and prepared. Whereas it can analyze like your market stats, your neighborhood trends, pricing strategies, and seller net sheets, which I hope you guys are using the Chicago Agent One net sheet calculator. Um, and
I
then
do at my showings.
yeah, oh, it's the
I
best.
have it on my phone. I have the app on my phone. And if I take a buyer into a home, they right away, the first thing they want to know is how much are my payments going to be? And I can calculate that right on my phone
And
based
it's
on their down payment or the HOA fees or the taxes, whatever it is, it computes right there in front of them. The value of that tool is incredible.
I love hearing that. And I like that you use it with your client there because I know
Mhm.
a lot of people that'll do it before their listing appointments or before they go on showings and do it for each property that they're going to go see. But I like that you're doing it with your client so you can get like the
Right
most
there in front of them.
data.
The
Yeah.
problem is that they want the app too.
Yeah. I have heard that before.
Right.
But
They
that's why you're
want,
the
how
expert.
can I get that app? Well, you have to go through me.
Yes, you need me.
Right.
And then AI, it also will position you as modern and innovative. So, whether that's having social media content or documents or um, just using AI tools for the listing that you have. So, whether it's like you create a video off of your photos or whatever it may be, it just makes you look more um, innovative and that you're going above and beyond for your clients. Um, so let's see here. Okay, so these are the different types of Sorry, can you guys see that, or is the Zoom
I
thing
see
in
it.
the way?
Yeah, no, I see it.
Okay. Um, so there's four different types of uses for AI. So you're either looking for it to create words for you, images, sounds, or videos. So each tool is good for something specific. So ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, Perplexity, and Gemini, those are all LLMs, so large language models. And those are good for words, or doing research. And even certain ones are better than the others for certain things. So if you're wanting to do a deep research, I like to use Gemini because it's linked to Google, which it makes sense. Google is a wealth of knowledge. And so if I'm doing something that I wanted to do research on, I'll usually do the deep research mode in Gemini. Perplexity is um, a lot of people with higher wealth use Perplexity because it's very accurate information. It doesn't have where ChatGPT you can ask it for to research something and it might pull a fake story or a fake scenario, but it seems real. Where Perplexity, you're not going to get that. So, like attorneys, if they're doing a case study, they're going to want to use Perplexity because it's not likely to lie. And then Grok is good for like social, um, anything like with celebrities or social that you're looking for because it's tied to TikTok.
Mm.
Claude, um, which as I mentioned, I just found out you could do a full presentation on Claude, so I'm gonna start using that. And then
Is it free, Jenny? Are those free?
yeah, I don't pay for any but ChatGPT. I might start paying for Gemini to be honest. That one might be worth
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I do pay for ChatGPT, just the $20 version, and it gets
Okay.
far enough.
Right,
It does limit you for how many um, like deep research you have per month.
right.
Then also, if you're using it in agent mode, you only get, I think it's like 40 times you could use it. So it depends what you're using it for. And
Right.
it's never told me that I've needed to update mine. I've never really ran out of anything.
Hmm.
So I feel like I'm fine.
Okay. I also want to remind everybody too, you can unmute yourselves. This is an interactive call. If
Yes,
you have
please.
any questions for Danny, pop out and say what's on your mind.
Yeah, if you have an
Let her
idea
know
of
what
something that
questions you have.
you're thinking about. And then
Okay,
for
ChatGPT has told me that I ran out, so I just keep going every day. You know what I mean? Because
what
Yeah, I've
I'm doing the
gotten
free
that
one.
too because I
I'm
don't
doing
have
the
to.
free one, yeah.
Right, as long as it's the free one, you get to a
Yeah.
limit. They have a
And then the
limit.
next day though, I can keep going on the exact same thing I'm talking about, which is kind of cool.
Right.
yeah. And I think just find one that you like and it's worth paying for that one. So like I said, I only pay for ChatGPT. It's $20 a month and it's honestly like the best $20 that I spend a month. I use it every single day. It helps me with like this is embarrassing to say, but it's helped me like write birthday cards and Mother's Day cards to my mom. Like that, it's silly stuff, but I'm like, I use it all the time. And I'll usually have like a script myself, and then I just say, make it better, or add in some puns, or make it funny, or whatever it is.
That's
Um,
fun. That's why I call mine Betty Boop.
yeah,
Right.
it's your little assistant, it's your friend. I talk to it all the time. Um, and then for images, there's Nano Banana, which I don't know if it's new or if it's just new to me because I started using Gemini recently, but it is
I
linked.
think it is relatively new. Yeah.
Yes, it's linked into Gemini and it creates amazing images. So whereas ChatGPT, if I ask it to create a logo for me, it like half listens. Like I feel like I'll get a logo and maybe I told it to have pink background with this in it, and it'll have the pink background, but not the information that I wanted in it. It kind of just makes it up. So, I really like Nano Banana so far. I also love Canva. I pay for Canva as well. And for anything like marketing related, I use Canva. And then sound. So the only one of these that I'm familiar with, and
So, I'm
Jason,
sorry, Danny.
sure.
I'm sorry. One quick question on Nano Banana. Can does it integrate Canva documents with smart technology for images? So can you integrate both of them on Nano Banana?
So ChatGPT, you can integrate Canva, and Gemini integrates Nano Banana. So Nano Banana, you want to integrate with Canva. Um, it's very similar to Canva. And there's no like Nano Banana website like there is for Canva.
Okay.
It's just, and I'll show you guys a video too of Nano Banana.
Would you be open to doing maybe like a separate session on these specific
Yeah,
products?
so I did do some, I like screen recorded my using my favorite ones, so you guys will see that too. And then if you want anything additional, just let me know and I would be more than happy to show you. Or if you're trying to create something and you're stuck, um just give me a call and we could try to figure it out together. Or maybe it needs the paid version and you need mine or whatever it is. But so
I've never heard of Nano Banana. That's weird, but I do use Canva. What is
I,
that?
so Nano Banana, it's have you guys ever been on like ChatGPT or one of your LLMs that you're using and you could either add like a deep research, you could add agent mode. This one is you can add Nano Banana and it specializes in creating photos for you. Um,
And the images are free?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't pay for it. I might
Mhm.
start paying for Gemini, like I said. I think that one might be worth it for me. Um, but we'll see. I mean, my monthly bill is all
Yeah.
apps now, so I need to slow
You've
my
got a
roll
lot of
here.
subscriptions there.
I
Yeah.
know, I know.
So I had created a logo for a new business side of kind of like a new ancillary business for to coincide with my real estate business, staging, just to put it out there. If anybody needs staging, little plug. Um, so I wanted to create a logo for it, and I went to these alleged free logo websites, and I found a really cool one that would be perfect for the image and the impression that I want to make. Is it possible to take like an image that I've already found elsewhere, put it into Nano Banana and say, create me something similar to this?
Yes. So let me see if I could show you on my phone right now.
Because obviously, other logo websites are proprietary and,
Yeah.
you've got to
Right.
pay
You have
for
to be
every single
careful.
image.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to, I mean, it
Right.
can, the cost can just rack up
Right.
quickly. But
Yeah.
if you can do something like this on a on a free app like
To
ChatGPT
personalize
or
it for
Nano.
yourself. Yeah. Right.
Exactly, with your
Mhm.
own, that would be mind blowing.
I think you can. I think you
Yeah.
can do it.
So
Yeah.
you have to be logged into Gemini. So I just use my Gmail account, where most of my other accounts are my Apple ID, and my Gmail
Yeah.
is different from my Apple ID. But so I'm in Gemini. Can you guys see that?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a little plus button. So you hit the plus button,
Uh-huh.
Right.
and it has access to. Hmm,
Upload a file.
So yes, you could upload files. You could link it to Notebook LM, which I'll also show you because that is an amazing tool as well. And then create image. It looked a little different on my computer because I usually use my laptop for it. But the little banana, that's so now the little banana is underneath. Oh, you guys could see that. I know it keeps
Yeah.
getting
Hard
blurry.
to see that, but yeah.
It's right here. Let me put it in front of my face. So that means you're linked to Nano Banana, and then you would just upload a file and describe it what you want, like how you want to change the image, or and I'll show you guys too, because I did a video of my Christmas card and I had it flip it to Halloween. So you'll see
Oh,
that too.
cool.
Yeah, it took 3 seconds and I was really impressed. I was like, oh, this
Wow.
actually looks pretty good.
Wow.
Like, I don't know
Very
that I'll ever
cool.
have to pay a photographer to,
Yeah.
we'll just use the Christmas card for however long we can get away with it.
Right. Right.
Anyway, so 11 Labs.
That's
Um,
awesome.
That one is the one sound one that I'm most familiar with. Jason Pantana, he's the AI guru I was telling you guys about. He's used Crisp AI and Adobe Enhance for sounds. I don't really do too much with like voiceovers. I usually still just use my own voice. But you can create a basically a Siri of your voice. So you guys all know Siri.
Yeah.
And um it's your voice and you can type out what you want it to say and you could either do like voiceovers, you could do like make it be a fake podcast if you wanted to like
Oh,
post a
wow.
podcast and you could have other voices in it as well. Um
So
and
if
then
you want to, so if you want to do a description on a open house ad
yes.
and you want to put the words out there instead of putting music, you put your sound over of your voice with the description of what the property has to offer, and then that way they don't have to sit there and read the whole description.
Yes, and I'm so happy you brought that up because I did not put this in my presentation, but there is a good strategy for using the voiceover, and that is for if you have a video of the home. So let's say you have a professional videographer, it's a video you took, and you wanted to do the voiceover. So instead of you trying to like keep up with the video and being like, oh, here's the bathroom, and it's a double sink and a walk-in shower, and it's like going too fast for you, you can have it link to 11 Labs where it will make it flow like perfectly. So there's no like you're still talking about the bathroom, but it's already panned to the kitchen. Um,
Mm.
it makes it just very easy and it's your voice, which is cool.
Yeah.
I feel like you could still tell like a little bit of a difference in the voice.
Mhm.
Um,
Can you
but
tweak it? Can you tweak your voice if you don't like how your voice sounds
oh
in
yeah.
the like online?
Yeah, you could make it like higher pitch, lower pitch. It does like similar if you guys have ever made a avatar of yourself.
Uh-huh.
It has you like okay, it makes you look left, it makes you look right, and then up and down, and it gets kind of like a scan of what you really look like. 11 Labs does a similar thing. It'll make you say like certain letters or words, and then that's how it pulls your voice. Um, and then for videos, I like to use CapCut Captions and Sora. Sora is one of my daily, um, probably the most used AI video creator that I use right now. I do love CapCut and Captions AI. Um,
I found CapCut was difficult unless you purchased the product.
I do
Yeah.
pay for CapCut. It does like constantly tell you, oh, upload to Pro, or like you'll go through
Right.
and create a whole video,
Right.
and then
Right.
when you try to upload it, it tells you like, oh, you're using Pro features, you have to pay for it. So that's kind of how I
Right.
got suckered into paying for that one. But I
So how
do
about Sora? Is Sora free or?
Sora's free. I don't pay
Okay.
for Sora. And
Nice.
video, it's so easy to use. Captions, I like it for if I'm doing a video of myself and I have my phone, which I'm sure if you guys go on my Instagram account, all of my videos, I'm using Captions AI because I cannot get a video done in one take. It'll be like a whole 10 reels of my video of me messing up and restarting and going off tangents. So I like to do Captions AI because you can actually have a like a screen with the words, like a teleprompter on your screen.
Right.
In your video, so you see yourself, you're recording it, you are reading your screen, and then you
Oh, that's
enhance
cool.
it and it changes your eyes so it looks like you're not reading.
Right.
Uh, so it sounds professional. My family are will always text me like, "We know you're reading that. Like, there's no way you pulled that off." I'm like, "Okay, sure, caught." But
So, so do you do the video first in Sora and then you upload to captions
so
or
I usually, if I'm
do
doing
they
a video of
integrate? How does that work?
so if I'm doing a video of myself, I do captions AI. If I'm creating a video, like yesterday, I was playing around with it and I created a video of, I wanted it to be like cartoons and kids, going through their new house, picking out their bedrooms. So I used Sora for that.
Okay,
Sora's
I got
also
you.
really good is if you have a photo and you want to make it a video. So I don't know if you guys have seen on social media like the dogs that are doing the dances.
Right,
That's probably Sora. It started with a picture of the dog and then it makes it into a video of it dancing.
right.
Um,
So what I like to do is like for an open house, especially
mhm.
if there's not a lot of people that come over the winter time. I go from room to room. And so I'll do like a little snippet in one room and then I'll walk to then I'll pause it and go to the next room and do a little bit in that room. And then maybe the kitchen or the living room. And then I want to put them all together, right? To create the one video. Is that going to work in Sora?
I would use CapCut for that.
You would use CapCut.
Mhm.
Okay.
Question for you, Dani. It's really cool. Is this like, can we connect it and is it free?
Um, they're all free options. CapCut, like Deborah said, it's gonna annoy you to pay for it.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of like cool tools in there that are the pro version only. So it shows you and it lets you do it in your video, but then when you go to download your video, it won't let you because you don't pay for it. Um, but CapCut is actually worth it. I use it a lot for my video editing, and now they have a new program. So like if I do, and not that I do it all the time, but like Jason Pantana, he does video like for YouTube and his AI Marketing Academy, and he will videotape the entire video. So he doesn't stop it when he messes up. He just keeps going. Or if he has like a thought middle of his presentation, he'll like take a note down and be like, "Oh, actually I wanted to say," um and then he puts his entire video into CapCut and it'll will automatically, you just have it like do AI enhancing and it'll automatically take out like any weird pauses. It'll take out if he's like it knows what to take out and what not to take out. So it'll take out like ums and likes and um if he repeats something, it'll use the best version of what he repeated. So that's really nice if you're doing like a longer presentation that you wanted to post. Even if it's just like a short reel that you wanted to post on Instagram, CapCut is cool. And I'll show you guys too. I have another video further down that's I took a video of an inspector yesterday and the background noise was insane. We were in like a commercial um office space and um he was kind of pitching what he does to me and I'm trying to help him grow his business too. So I took a video of him introducing himself and whatnot and I could remove the background noise using CapCut.
How much do
Uh,
you pay for it?
CapCut, I think it's around the same. I feel like it's probably like $10 to $20 a month.
Okay.
Um, and then Descript is also very similar to CapCut. I don't use Descript just because I've used CapCut. But whichever one you prefer, you could play around with Descript and see if you like that one better, like the free version of it. Um, And then I did throw HeyGen on here. HeyGen was the first AI video tool that you could create an avatar in. But Sora's avatar is way better, I think. Um, So I don't use HeyGen at all now. I just use Sora. And then I did not include Opus AI. I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard of Opus, which I'll talk to. That's my very last slide. But it's I don't pay for this one. I use my coworker's account. And it's you can have one video and then it clips it into like 10 different videos that you could use on social media. Or if you did like a podcast with other people and you want to just highlight like one person, it could clip that. So it's like a good video editor. Um, and that one she pays for. Um, but I think the free version is good too, because before that I was using the free version and it was fine.
So
Um,
I'm not sure if you answered my question either.
oh, sure.
So like, let's say you wanted to add the captions now to the video. Do you then like take that and go somewhere else?
So I think a
So
lot of
you
video
create it in
editors now,
Sora and then you put it in the captions?
I don't know about Sora to be honest, but I know
So
like a
can I
lot of
comment
these.
a little bit, Danny? I I've used Sora. Actually, I was introduced by Sora by one of our lenders, Abby Torres. She used Sora, so we did a lot of cute videos together. And so then if what Debbie was trying to ask is that if she can edit those little snippet videos
Right,
Within
to
Sora.
create like a reel, right?
right.
So CapCut, can they do it? You know, kind of like it serve like an editor?
CapCut and Captions AI do. Um,
Okay,
Sora, I haven't really edited too many of the videos. I usually have been using Sora videos for my avatar.
yeah, for fun
And then,
stuff, right? For fun stuff, or like kind of just
yeah,
changing the scenery. We went, Abby and I did like a motorcycle. We were motorcycle chicks. It was so much fun, you know. Yeah, so you know, and it changes like the whole like scenery, which is nice. It's nice to play with, you know, and then but CapCut, it actually is interesting for us realtors because you know, like just like what Debbie said, are you able to kind of just edit that and create a nice real video to
yeah,
put your presentation together?
yeah. Captions and CapCut, you could edit your video from start to finish. You could even film it in those
Sure.
apps. And then it'll add the captions for you as well. You have the option to add the captions. Captions AI will automatically add them for you. And it's
Mhm.
nice because you can edit them as well. So if you don't want it to say like your likes and your ums, you could remove those out of the captions. Or if here's a different word than what you're saying. I'm sure you guys have seen some videos where the captions are like there's a word that's wrong and it's not what they said. You could edit that. Um, but yeah, Sora's more for like the fun videos, or if you have like an idea of something you wanted to come up with, um, it like creates a very well-made video. Um,
Thank
and you
you
could
for that.
decide what length you want. Just play around with it and see what you like. But I'll show you guys some of the videos that I've done. Um, so this is another app that let me pause that. I just started using. It's called Prompt Cowboy. And I've noticed throughout like the last 6 months how important a prompt is when you're trying to create something. Um, Even if you're in ChatGPT and you're trying to get certain information and it's not pulling exactly what you want. So the number one key is you want to start with a really good detailed prompt. And Prompt Cowboy is completely free. You don't have to pay for it at all. It doesn't even ever really ask you to pay for it. Um, and you put in they call it your lazy prompt. So you'll put in like, I want research done on this person. And you could change, I'll show you. So I'm going to start my video. So I'm saying I want a prompt that will create a 30-day social media marketing calendar. Uh,
Mhm.
so if you guys needed ideas for social media or whatnot, I feel like I always do this. I'll create a calendar of ideas. Sometimes I stick with it, sometimes I don't. Or I'll change the ideas, but I wanted it to include 80% business, 20% personal. Because I think even on your real estate accounts, it's still important to show you as a person and your life outside of real estate too. So in 3 seconds, it whips out a great prompt is what it refers to it as. And I didn't put in my lazy prompt that I wanted it to be real estate related. So I added that into my improve your prompt. And then I also wanted to include who my target audience was. So you could make it as personalized as you want, and it kind of tells you like, hey, you're missing this stuff. So put it here and then we'll update your prompt. So then it's going to improve my prompt now to make it more focused on my industry as well as my targeted audience.
Wow.
And then you can copy your prompt and use it in whichever program you're wanting to create something. Um, so when I was telling you guys, my boss, Peter, he had helped me, or he had showed me in Claude how to create a presentation. So he put in my agenda for the presentation and saying like this is going to be presented to real estate agents. And then he got the prompt, he put it in Claude, and it whipped out a really good presentation.
I
He'll
have a
probably be
question.
annoyed that I didn't use it, but
Danny, I have a question.
sure.
So exactly this, if I wanted to create a 30-day plan for my marketing,
Mhm.
I would just use GPT. Why would I use this? Why do you prefer to use this prompt cowboy
So,
instead of just putting in the chat GPT?
I would still go into ChatGPT and use ChatGPT to create my 30-day marketing plan.
Right.
This is just for my prompt because
What exactly is prompt? Maybe I don't know what that is.
so like for me, I feel like when I'm in ChatGPT, there's times where I expect it to read my mind. And I'm putting like make me a 30, even this, I put in make me a 30-day marketing calendar,
Mhm,
80% business, 20% personal, but it has
mhm.
no idea like marketing to who, marketing what. Um,
Okay.
so then this will create a great prompt. So then when you do put it into ChatGPT, it comes out exactly what you're focusing on. So you could put um you wanted like a graph that looked a certain way, but you didn't really know how to explain it well enough for ChatGPT to understand it. Because
Okay.
there's been times too where I'm like, okay,
Danny, can you walk us through an example? Like, go
yes.
ahead and create the
Mhm.
prompt and then take us to the
Yep.
other platform and do it. Yeah.
Okay,
So if I,
so
mhm,
here,
okay.
this is gonna be my GPTs and my gems, but I'll show you.
Mhm.
So I'm using Prompt Cowboy because I think your prompt is the number one most important thing you could use. Oh, it's playing both videos. So here I'm having it create the prompt for me. Let me restart it for you guys. And so there's similar to ChatGPT, there's different modes you could put it in. So depending on what
Good.
you're doing.
That
So
scared me
I'm
for a
doing
second.
a GPT, so I
That
put
would
it in
freak me out
GPT
too.
mode so it knows what I'm looking to do. And
So your prompt is your description of what you want to create.
yes, and it just makes it more detail oriented.
Hmm.
So more specific to exactly what you're wanting.
Right, like originally she had forgotten to say that she was doing the presentation to real estate agents.
Yes, perfect
So,
example.
right, right.
So, or that I wanted it to act as a real estate agent, giving information to my CRM or to my database. And then you can even go further and be like, my database is McHenry County or Cook County, and then it'll give you the specific, um, like if you're asking ChatGPT to come up with a marketing flyer to give out on like industry updates. So like what's the highest or what's the average price point in McHenry County right now? Or so
To
it'll
do it in
focus
farm and
on
neighborhood. Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
then it just creates a good prompt because it kind of speaks to ChatGPT as well as, or any of the large language models, knowing what they need in order to create what you're looking for. So it knows like, okay, she's looking for this, but she didn't go into full detail. So let me put full detail for her and put it in, and then she could copy it and put it into ChatGPT, and it's gonna spit out exactly what she wants. Instead of me having to be like, oh, new one, because I would find I always said that to ChatGPT. I'm like, do another one, or more. Um, and so this I've found with a really good prompt, you're having to do less of the going back and forth with ChatGPT.
I agree with you, Danny. I've used it in the classroom setting as a teacher.
So
So
you
you
do more specifics on the prompt cowboy or the cowboy prompt or whatever it's called. Yeah, prompt or and you list your stuff. So it's basically you're adding your ideas and your specifics and your details, kind of like an outline. And then ChatGPT is going to draft it for you on based on those specifics. So
Yes, prompt
you know what I
cowboy
mean?
will.
So based on those specifics. So it is true because even ChatGPT can't read your mind, and you're still tweaking it, you're still modifying it and revising it and going back and forth with prompt cowboy. You add in those ideas, you add in those specifics, you add in those things, and then it creates it, and then you still can go back and forth, go to the prompt cowboy and still tweak it. Like she said, she forgot it was real estate, so now she went in there and then it gives you a different prompt. She added consumer, so it gives you a different prompt. So then it leaks into ChatGPT to summarize it and compose that whole unit together for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And the nice thing too with prompt cowboy is it knows what information you're missing to make it better. So it prompted me. It was like, well, who are you and who are you targeting?
Sure.
And
Um,
over time, it gets to know that about you. It
yes.
gets to
So
know that
similar to
you're
ChatGPT.
looking for real estate, right?
Yes. And that's probably why I didn't put it in because my ChatGPT at this point knows that I'm like
Right.
real estate related and it knows my kids' names too, which is
Right.
weird. Uh, but so for a GPT and a gem, so the GPTs have been out longer, but they're essentially the exact same thing. GPT is in ChatGPT and a gem is in Gemini. And what this does, so if you're doing something on the regular that you're asking ChatGPT to create like a monthly marketing campaign for your CRM. And so that was kind of the example that I used in this too. Uh, you could create a GPT so it saves all of your requested information. So you don't have to go back and be like, okay, I want it to be my theme pink, add my photo. Um, I want it to have this information and this information. Um, it will remember that, and you could just go back into your GPT the next month and say, create me one for April, create me one for March, June, July, whatever it is. And you won't have to prompt it anymore. It'll just kind of come out with exactly what you're looking for every time. So in this video, so now I did my prompt for it. I'm Prompt Cowboy. I asked it to create a monthly marketing campaign for McHenry County and then to include certain um, like stats on the county. And you could go as specific as you want. You could have it do like, oh, did a new restaurant open or whatever it is that you wanted to kind of share with your CRM monthly. Um, and then it's creating my GPT. So for a GPT, you have to use web. You create a GPT on your phone yet. So okay, so it's going through my prompt again. Let's see here. Don't want to miss it. Okay, so you go under Explore GPTs.
Yeah, she's hanging
and
around.
then create.
Or he.
You'll
Yeah.
paste your prompt and it'll still ask you follow-up questions. But you can kind of it'll ask you follow-up questions until you stop answering it. Because it wants it to be as precise as possible to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want every single time you create a post, because the more information, the better. Um, so this had it pop up because this is just my general settings of what it wants to know. So like kind of like what Deborah said, it remembers stuff about you. So it wanted to know like how warm or casual or do I want this to be every single time? Do I want it to be more modern? Right now it's making a logo for my GPT because you can also share it with the public. Um, I don't really ever share my GPTs with the public. I don't really think there's any use for it. So you can even find a GPT that's already been created for real estate. Um, but these are just nice because it's like, okay, you just have to make me my monthly graph um, for March with updated information and it'll automatically pull it. You're not having to prompt it. So then this is just me going through and I'm still answering the follow-up questions it has for me. And then here I'm actually using the GPT. So it created um, a monthly like breakdown of the stats. It didn't do a graph. Like, so I should have gone back into my GPT and said only do a graph.
On the
But
phone.
then
I haven't done it on my
here
computer.
it is. So then I said create a visual for this with this information. And I wanted it to be like spring themed because I did it for March. Um, and then it didn't pull in any of the stats, which I could update that and have my GPT always pull like the stats from a specific source that I use or trust. And then this is where if you wanted to share it with other people.
Does free GPT version create graphs,
You know, that's a
images?
good question. I'm not sure if the free version does. My account is paid for,
Uh-huh.
so you might be able to like demo it and do maybe like one or two a month. I find that's kind of how the free version of ChatGPT is.
Okay.
You could use things like once or twice for the month, and then if you want to do more, you have to pay for it.
Right.
Um,
And we're also being asked, Sora is an app, right?
yes.
And is that only downloadable to your phone or can you?
So it's similar to like it is an app, but you can also go on it web-based. So I like to use it on the web, but I do have the app too. And it's I could search other people's Soras as well. So like my boss Peter, he has a Sora and I'll show you he did a really good video the other day um using his avatar. And so I like to get inspiration too from other people. So you'll see. So does anyone have questions on GPTs or GEMs? Do you guys understand what it is and why you would want to use it?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
think
it
we
just
get
saves you
that.
time so you're not putting in the same prompts
Right.
every single time if you're doing something regularly.
So can it create you actually? So can you, if I had a paid option for ChatGPT, so if I want that 30-day marketing calendar, it can actually create me like a calendar
Yeah,
with, you know,
yeah. It'll create you like a marketing calendar for like with ideas of
like not the words, like I mean like actually the picture of day
Do you
one
have a
through
calendar that it
30.
produces?
Yeah.
so if you wanted like an actual photo, I would use one of like like the nano banana and,
Okay.
and do that. But Canva's really good at having idea or sorry, caption or ChatGPT is really good at having ideas for marketing. So it knows like if you post one day gives statistics on something or gives you ideas of what to talk about because I feel like for me a lot of the time I'm like, what am I gonna post? Like I used to do title tip Tuesdays and would post a title tip every single Tuesday. And I think it lasted like maybe a month and I was like, I don't no one like there's nothing else I could really share about title. But if I put it into ChatGPT and I said, give me um, a 3-month calendar to post about title tips on Tuesdays, it would whip out all these different ideas. It's creative. It tells me you could collaborate with different people. Um, so that's what I would use the ChatGPT for. But if you wanted an actual like physical calendar of something, I would use like Sora or one of the imaging or the Nano Banana or Canva.
So you
Okay.
would take these
I
ideas
do
then?
have a Canva. I just don't know probably how to use it properly. I'm just using it for basics. I do have a paid version for Canva.
Oh, yeah, you just have to go into the AI mode in Canva and
Okay.
you should be able to write out exactly what you want and it should pull
Mm.
a video or a calendar for you. And then you
Okay.
can ask the Chat GPT, say, um, create the calendar content for me, and then put that into Canva and say, make this in an actual calendar. Like put this in my monthly calendar for March, and it will
Mhm.
create like a photo for you or a graph or
Okay.
printout so you could
Very
print it
cool.
out and have it in your bag so you could look back. Um, but I usually that's actually a really good idea because I normally will just either um write it down on my own calendar for my ideas or copy and paste into my like my email calendar of what I wanted to do. But I like the idea of having like a just a
Yeah,
marketing calendar and it's an actual
yeah,
calendar.
yeah,
That's nice.
right. I think
So
that's a great idea.
yes, ChatGPT and other large language models. I noticed ChatGPT is the first one that came out with this. So that's where I started to dabble with it. And if I needed to do certain
Wow.
things, I told you guys I use Gemini now for anything deep research related because it's connected to Google. But ChatGPT has the options where you could connect certain other applications that you use into ChatGPT. So I can link my Canva into ChatGPT. So if I wanted it to create a photo, I could go through ChatGPT and say, create me a photo, which you could probably do for your calendar as well. You would link it to ChatGPT and you hit this plus button right here. So you hit the plus button and then it'll say connectors and you'll click connectors and it brings up like a pop-up and you could choose which apps you want to connect to your ChatGPT. So a big thing with real estate was now Zillow can be a connector in ChatGPT. So most people nowadays, I think the stat was like 80% of consumers are going to AI to search for a home. They'll
Right,
put like they'll link it to Zillow and say I want 3 bedroom, 2 bath, this price range. Um, and it'll pull up Zillow and show them
right.
what listings. So I'm gonna go ahead and play my video for you guys. Oops. So this is where you would do the connectors. So agent mode, apps, and I could link it to my email. I could do Dropbox, Google Calendar, and then connect to more. So this is where I could link it to Canva. I've heard in video is really good for videos too, but that one you have to pay for. There's Zillow. Um, and each time you want to use, like if I wanted to do Canva for something, it doesn't save in my new chats. Every new chat, you have to reconnect it, which is, I feel like most consumers probably don't know that they could link it to Zillow yet. Um, but some do, and some are utilizing it, or they're being taught.
I'm wondering on that real estate search when consumers are searching for properties, do is it smart enough to identify properties that are on the PLN?
It doesn't pull PLN because it's only the Zillow properties. So if it's not on Zillow,
Thank
it's
you.
I
I
mean,
was gonna say that because Zillow is still, and they want through Compass where,
Right. That's what
yeah,
that lawsuit is all
yeah,
about.
I
Yeah.
was
yeah,
gonna say
exactly.
this might change, and I think too there might be some new
Compass wants to keep everything on
regulations
private.
coming into play with AI regarding this
Zillow
kind of
wants
stuff.
everything not to
uh-huh.
be. Right.
Um,
So
but
can you show us an example? Let's say, so you already have a Zillow listed down there, right?
For
no, so I actually did deep research on this one.
Okay.
So this one, let's see, I'll continue.
yeah. Remember, it'll be recorded.
Agent mode, connect with. So you could choose any of those. So this is where you would choose Zillow. And so with Zillow, I've done a presentation when it first happened on this. And the biggest thing for you guys that you want to know is it's not pulling information from the photos of the home or the general stats. The only thing it's pulling from is your listing description. So you want to make sure that your listing descriptions are accurate enough to if someone is looking for a home with a pool or um a fireplace or whatever it is that they're searching for, because they are more likely to be more descriptive in their AI prompt now too for exactly what they're looking for. So let's say they have like a list of their must-haves in a home. Um,
Such as a first floor
they're
bedroom.
Yeah, they're putting that into AI too. So you want to make sure that you're including as much about the home in your listing description as
Mm.
well. So then when they do search for it, all of those keywords are checked and your listing pulls up in their AI search on Zillow.
So this would be more for the customers to use to link Zillow than for us realtors,
Yeah. Yeah, it
right?
does. I don't think you guys can link, like if you have an account with Zillow, there's nothing that I'm aware of that you guys can link it to. It's
Mm.
just for searching for homes right now.
So for us, would be smarter to use it with Canva or Gmail for realtors, right? For us to be smarter to use connectors as Canva or Gmail.
Oh, for the connectors. Yes, I'm sorry. I
Yes.
thought you were talking
Mhm.
about your Zillow accounts. I'm like, I don't know what you guys put into Zillow with Canva, but yes. So for you guys, and it's just important that you know that it's out there too, and that your listing
Mhm.
descriptions need to be better,
Okay.
uh, or more have those keywords, I should say, that maybe you didn't necessarily think you needed before. But yes, for you guys in your like actual marketing plans and stuff, your Canva, you could link your email accounts. Um, and the nice thing with that is this can act as a, an assistant for you. So you can ask ChatGPT, say, hey, send an email tomorrow at 8 a.m. to this person saying this, or send a mass email out to my CRM database with this marketing flyer. Um, and it will do that for you. It will actually go into your email and do that for you. So they call that agent mode. And it's acting as an agent. For me, since I have the $20 version, I think I get 20 agents a month, 20 or 40. And I don't connect it to any of my apps yet. I'm a little skeptical on like what I want it to be able to see and to do. But it will, before it does anything, you have to approve it. So it'll show you how it's going to be sent. It'll show you who it's sending it to, and then you approve it, and then it'll send whenever you ask it to send it.
And
You have to
Maribel is
approve it.
asking if you can show us how to connect to our CRM.
So that is in the advanced settings and it depends on what CRM. Some CRMs aren't they're not able to connect with ChatGPT yet. Some are, but I don't know which ones. Um, and now you would probably want to pay for more of the like the professional one. I think it's like $100 a month if you're going to use it as an agent. But this is still, I know a lot of people, I've had a couple of attorneys reach out to me and ask like, hey, can we hook this up to ordering our title through it? So we just ask it to like, we upload our contract and say, hey, can you place this title order for us? And that it's not that excelled yet. I think maybe in the future it will be. I don't know if we will ever allow that from a company security standpoint. Um, but I just, yes, for now I don't connect it to my Gmail account. The only things I really do is for my marketing. So I've done it with Canva, I've done it with, played around with Zillow before. Um, I tried the InVideo. It seems like it's really cool, but you have to pay for it. Um, and then the deep research mode, I use it. So, does that answer your question?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm in agent mode and I have it connected. Um, and I'm just putting it as deep research, just showing you guys the options of what you can do. And I like to use deep research as much as I can, because it's pulling actual data. So if I wanted like the market statistics for a marketing campaign or for like a monthly mailer, I would use deep research. So that's connectors and deep research. If you guys want any more information about this, or if you want me to sit down and show you, we could set up a Zoom or meet in person. But here is the nano banana that I said I was going to be showing you guys. So this is, um, oops. This is Gemini. So I'm going under Tools, Create Image. So I don't know if you guys could tell on my phone, it looked a little bit different than this. So it wasn't under that plus button, it was in the new chat. So in here, this is my web version. It was underneath the plus part. And so I asked it, I don't even remember what I asked it to do in this one. But
And
it's
I'm
gonna,
sorry, Danny, Nano Banana is specifically just for iPhone users?
no, no, it's just specifically in Gemini.
Oh, okay, because okay, I have Gemini and I've never heard of
I'm
Nano
sure if you
Banana.
have a Google phone, it's probably somehow better than an Apple phone for
Do you
Gemini.
see the little banana, Patty, at the bottom of her screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's nano banana.
Okay, all right.
So this is just for imaging. So you would
Right.
Gemini is similar to ChatGPT where you could have it spit out words, but the Nano Banana is really good with images. So unlike ChatGPT where you're getting a photo with someone with three arms or um I've had like things I've tried to do a video in ChatGPT and all of a sudden like I wanted it to look like people were moving into a house carrying boxes and the box like just randomly like, disappeared. Or I had like a moving truck driving up the driveway and it like just went straight into the house and like disappeared. So I was like, these aren't working. Where Nano Banana is going to be more of an actual like photo. So I think here I asked it for first time home buyers in front of their house. So something simple. And I did create a prompt in Prompt Cowboy before this. So here's my video or my photo that it came out. So it's kind of cool. It's easy content. I could just put that on my social media and if I wanted to put like looking to buy or sell, whatever it is, my marketing, on there. I could add that too.
And you can do that with your own photo of the house and your own photo of the people.
Yep. So you could add your image and you
Right.
could say add my logo to this or add this overlay or
Exactly.
change the color of the house if you want it.
Would it
Any
be illegal to, like, let's say sometimes you show houses, right?
Mhm.
But they're not buying that house. Could we do that?
I don't see why not. I know a lot of agents will post like um like videos of like just sold and it's not something that they just sold. It's just sold in the
As
area
long
or
as you have permission of that other agent. So
okay, yeah.
if you were either on the listing side or the buy side, you can, right? So like we've done sold when we were representing the buyer, not necessarily the seller.
Right.
But if it's a whole different, you were not part of the transaction, you have to have permission to of the listing agents. For
Right.
instance, Debbie's listing in Lincoln Hills, and I wanted to say, hey, this was sold in your neighborhood because it's right by my neighborhood. I have to actually have permission from Debbie McCoy to do that. So
Right. Right. But on the other hand, if I wanted to do it, I can do it because
I'm
I
you
was
showing a
on the
can.
house.
listing. I am the listing agent for that
You are the
property.
listings agent. And even if
Right.
okay, so let's now change the scenarios.
Right.
I brought you the buyer, right? And I
Right.
technically sold it too, right?
Right.
I can do that because I was part of the transaction.
Right. Exactly.
But if I wasn't, I would have to ask for your permission
Does
to
that
do
make
so.
sense, Patty?
All I'm asking is, this AI presentation, right? That's her and her husband type of thing, sold, right? So
Yeah.
anybody could do something like that. AI has created a different thing.
Right. Oh, I see. You're saying AI gave us this image. Is it okay for us to
Yes,
use this
that's
image?
correct. That
Yeah.
is
Oh, I
correct.
see. Okay.
I got you. Yeah, I would
I,
say
well,
so because there's no
yeah,
limitation on that.
and you could
Correct.
use
Kind of
it
like they
more as
used to do
just
it with
like
Craigslist, right?
and you can use it more as just like a like what do they call it? Like a
A
um
stock photo.
Like
yes,
a
a stock
model.
photo. Thank
Yeah,
you.
like a
Where
stock model. Mhm.
it's not real people. Like I don't know if these people are actually real or not. I know that Canva when it's creating people, it's like taking like versions of people. So it's never
Yeah,
like an actual person that's gonna come back and be like, "Hey, that's me." Where I'm not sure about Nano Banana. I don't know if these people are actually real people, if
Yeah.
this
But if I put myself on that picture, right? Let's just say that I'm not,
you could.
right? It's just a house. I have to say, hey, this is sold. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I wouldn't use it like as a just sold for you because you don't even
hmm
know like the
Or
act.
I'm listing this or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
You could use it more as just like a marketing piece. Like put your picture and like you're the agent and you're bigger on the screen where it's like, and then you could put your information and then if you wanted to put like if you're looking to buy or sell, let me know. We have like whatever it is that you're wanting to market. I would use it more as like a marketing than like you actually just sold this home. Um,
Correct.
I
Right, but
agree.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but I'm still using like a house, you know what I mean?
Well,
If
you
that
can,
makes sense.
you know that ChatGPT is going to help you with that. You say like, I want to market this house. I didn't sell it, but I want to appeal to sellers in the area or whatever, and they will tell you exactly how you can use it.
You can even tell it the prompt.
and
No, I
And
want to
I
be
know it's
good with
against
my
the
laws,
rules.
you know what I
Right.
mean?
yeah,
I
Right.
think
no, these
I
are
think
great
that
questions, Patty.
I think that we're veering on a little bit of a different subject. I think we're going more towards the legality of marketing different properties that are not ours, which
Hmm.
is probably another great topic for a different
No,
date.
not even marketing properties that are not ours. If we're using any
Yeah,
AI right now, right? We can put any house behind us and say, hello, I'm selling
yeah.
this house. Is that legal?
Legal department.
You would have
Exactly.
to check the marketing disclaimers, to be honest with you. That is a very, very good question. I'm writing it down because that is something that we would have to, with this all AI stuff, right? Like what
Yeah,
is
thank
copyright?
you. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, that is definitely something that we
Well,
would have
and
to talk to.
Patty too, I don't know that I would necessarily recommend doing that because if you have a customer that reaches out and is
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God,
that's
I
a
would never
beautiful
do that, but
home.
I want to know because AI is kind of like back when we used to use Craigslist, right?
Yeah. Oops.
Like people were like taking people's homes. I started in 2011, okay, when there was foreclosures and everything, and people were taking people's homes, if that
Yeah.
makes sense to you.
No, I agree. I think that it's definitely one of those things, like I mentioned in the beginning, where it's going to come to a point where we don't know if something is real or AI. Um,
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
and
for you guys,
that's
whether or
really
not it's
dangerous,
legal
you
or
know?
not, I
Yeah.
think people can do it. I don't know if it's legal, but
I,
I I wouldn't recommend as a real estate agent because your
yeah.
clients they want to trust you. And if you're using AI and promoting fake houses, I think you lose a little bit of credibility
It's
doing
an
that.
open conversation. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that everybody understands, right?
The- yeah, that's a very good question though, Patty. I'm going to chime in a little bit and say that maybe we can, like Danny said, we can use an image, just the image as for marketing purposes, maybe like a background, maybe or whatever, but not necessarily state and specify that we sold that house or that
Yeah.
we are listing that
No, but
house.
that's what was happening
I
back
think
then
it's the
before AI. It
terminology.
was in
Yeah,
Craigslist, you know, it was so bad,
totally. Yeah.
very bad,
And
very
Facebook
bad.
too. It happened to me when I was I had a listing in Elgin and they were marketing it on Facebook Marketplace as a rental.
Yeah.
So, you know, so
And you
it
know what?
is
And
still
people would
happening.
go rent it.
Absolutely.
People would
Hmm.
go rent it. And then you know what? And they would be kicked out because that those people had a
Right.
foreclosure and we not here, not in this state, but we're having some foreclosures
But
happening.
yeah,
So
but
So
yeah,
you
just to
could
conclude this,
probably animate the
I
house.
am going to ask those questions to maybe our managing broker, maybe like our, our attorneys or something like, what is the
yeah,
legal
seriously.
on this
Well, and
whole like AI stuff, right? Because everybody, we
It's
do live in
dangerous. Very
a sue
dangerous.
happy world.
Right.
Yeah.
and to
I would
totally get off of
animate the house.
topic
I would make it
too.
look like a cartoon.
Yes. I am sure you guys are aware that we are currently governed by the IDFPR and we are in the
Yeah.
process of possibly being switched over to the Department of Insurance. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more rules and regulations, even on AI and how you can market yourself or how
Hmm.
title and realtors can collaborate.
With
Um,
all the
and
liability, yeah.
yeah, so I have a feeling a lot of that's going to change too, if and when we do get moved
Right.
to being governed by the IDFPR. Um, so that's just a little off topic tidbit too.
Okay. So do you still have more to go, Danny? Because
Yeah,
we're
so I'll
at
go quickly. So
11:30.
here's
Okay.
me using Nano Banana, just another, that was my Christmas picture, and I made it into, I just said, change this to a Halloween background, and boom. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Good.
I
was
mean,
like,
that's really cute.
yeah, I was so impressed. Like in my Christmas photo, there's like the tree, and this is real staging behind me.
You know, but
Um,
that's the thing. It's so crazy.
yeah,
But it's cute. Love it.
it is crazy, and
But
I
can't be dangerous, you know?
yes, and especially with like the videos on social media, it's like I think I'm watching something real and I get triggered or I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this world coming to? And then I see comments of like, oh, this is AI or like there was one that I watched, it was a video of a plane crash and it was like the audio of the pilot and both my sister and my brother-in-law are pilots, so I texted them this video. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. And they were like, oh, this is not real whatsoever. You can tell like by the language. And they're pilots, like they know that. But for me as the consumer, I'm like scared half to death to fly after watching that. And it's like it really can be a scary thing for how real it can appear. But a tool for you guys to use Nano Banana. So on social media, um, there's the Instagram Reels, which I'm sure you guys are all familiar with. And one thing that I did not know is that reels aren't necessarily shown to your followers. They're shown to people who are interested in that reel. So, or who are likely to be interested in your reel. So having your cover photo, if they like your video, they'll most likely click on your page to see more of what content you have. So it's important to have one for your aesthetic because it looks nice and pretty, but also to have like a brand because that's ultimately what you guys are as a realtor is you're branding yourself and your business. Um, and so for Jason, he uses that green color and it's very like techy behind him, with like gears and whatnot. But he also puts on there his like uh, what he's covering, so the wording and like the subject. So if someone's going to scroll or they're looking for a specific topic, so I do that all the time where I watched a video on AI that I liked from him and I want to go back and be like, "Oh yeah, what was that I watched?" And it's so easy to find because it just says it right on the front. So for you
Great
guys,
idea.
you can use Nano Banana, which I would create a gem first of your of what you're wanting. So he likes the green with like a weird techie thing behind him. And then the photo of himself, which is just a screenshot from his video. And then with a certain font for what he's talking about. And he created a gem for that. So every time he has a new video he wants to put out, he creates his cover photo in seconds using that gem. So he just uploads the photo, says create my cover photo, and boom, it whips out exactly what he has had previously. So that's also another perk of using gems or GPTs. Okay, so moving forward, so that's out of my way. Sorry, I'm gonna pause this one. Oops. Okay. So I don't know. This is me showing you captions. I'm not sure why it's not working, but it's the one that it changes your eyes. Um, this is CapCut. So these are all the different tools that you could use. I'll just start it over. So you would start a new project and you could do any of these tools to your video in CapCut. So you could do AI photo editor. You could do auto
Hey, I'm so
enhance.
sorry if I'm being stupid. Is this for like iPhones only?
Nope. Nope. None of these are specific for only iPhones or Mac.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So this
Go
is this
continue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Thank you.
fine. No, totally fine. This is interactive. I want you guys to be able to ask your questions. So this was the video that I did that had a lot of background noise in it. So in here, you could do the AI auto enhance. So it's just enhancing what it thinks it needs to enhance. And then I noticed it still didn't take out the background noise because maybe it thought like that was part of my video or something. So then right here, can you guys see my mouse or no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it says reduce image noise. So I clicked that and it took out, and you could scale it how much you want it to reduce it. Do you want it to be completely gone? Do you want it to just be lowered? And it will completely reduce the image noise.
Very cool.
Yes. So I also like to use CapCut. So down here you could see there's templates. Um, I before I like have an idea in my head or after I have my marketing calendar, I'll look at templates first before I do any videos and see like, okay, what do I like and what can I use? Because that makes life so much easier. And then I kind of know how to like strategize my videos to match that template. And then once you click the template, you um, upload your videos or your images and it creates that exact video for you. So let me see if I could pull it up on my phone to show you guys. Okay. So I have CapCut open. Let me see if I could. Okay, there, not my background. And I'm gonna go to templates. So it has like already like pre-edited videos like this, where it'll go from picture to picture, or it has different like multiple photos or videos in one screen.
Yeah.
So then I
That's
would just
cool. I
upload my
gotta look
videos and
into.
it's this exact template. So you can search. So I usually will search real estate, and you can use their real estate templates. And then you just upload your videos into it, and it will automatically create that video for you using
Yeah,
your
very
actual
cool.
content. So that because I have a hard time with editing. I have no idea, like, oh, if I do like a pop-up here, like mine's very elementary editing. So
Yeah.
it's usually just me and then with the captions. But this makes it like it looks like you hired a professional to create your videos for you.
Right.
Um, and then this is Sora. So I wanted to show you how cool the avatars were because this is my boss, Peter. He created an avatar for himself. So I'm going to show you his first, this is actually him doing the video. And let's see. It does have sound. I don't know. Oops. You'll be able to hear it.
No, we can't hear it.
I don't know why. But so that was an actual video he did of himself.
Of
And then this
him,
is
yeah.
on Sora, that's his AI avatar. And he had it, so he was not walking ever down the river doing this video. And he's talking
Okay,
about
I don't want to be funny, but I just saw a girl walking.
you saw
Is this
what?
weird? I don't want to be funny, but I saw a girl walking.
Wait, hold on, let me go back.
It's funny, I'm sorry. It was on the left side. It was on the left side where you see the phone.
On the river?
No, here's the guy, and then there, right there.
Hmm.
Did you see that?
No, I'm not seeing that.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay, never mind.
I just see him.
Yeah, I don't see what you see.
Okay,
That is
start
so
it again. Start it again, beginning. Start it again. It's so funny.
okay, so we're
Nope,
in
on the left side. On the left side, something happens. No, on the other, there's like I have three screens, videos, another screen, maybe it's your photos, and this guy talking, and then it's you.
and then it's me talking.
Well, you're
I
on
don't know
obviously
what
talking.
my screen is doing on your
Yeah,
computer.
I'm not seeing that. No.
Oh, that was so funny. I'm sorry. Okay, I shut up.
No, that is hilarious. I don't know what glitched, but
I'm like,
there's no
where's the
girl in
girl?
here.
I'm not seeing a
I
girl.
know.
I
Okay.
wish I would have recorded that.
Here I'm like showing you guys how cool this is, and I'm like, oh, is there like a girl with no legs or something?
No,
Right, right.
seriously, on my screen it says videos, it's blank, and then it shows like maybe your pictures, right? And the second one, and then it shows the guy walking, and then it shows you. But videos blank, and then the second one,
Can
that's
you
where I
see
said.
this one? Can you guys see Peter?
Yes, I see
Yes,
Peter.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Because you're putting that on him, right? But there's on my screen, there's other things.
So there is a video here, and I don't know if you guys see anything here.
That's blank.
Nothing. It says videos and I see nothing.
That's
I
blank.
don't know
Yeah.
why that one's not,
Yeah.
but this
Right.
one was for Captions AI.
And there's a second one where you see all three people's pictures.
Those are my photos.
Right.
Oh my
Because
God. You might want to pirate those.
Is there something bad in there? I don't think so. It's mostly work
I
stuff.
don't know.
No.
I have a question because I know we're
Sure.
almost done here. So if somebody needs to get a hold of you for a question or something like that, or can we email you or?
So I
Yeah,
typed in Danny's phone number.
that's my cell phone, so you could call or text me. And then if you prefer to email me, I can give you my email as well.
What's your email? And
By
I'll
the
type
way,
it in the chat.
Danny is an awesome person. That's what I have to say.
And remember, Danny is Chicago title.
Right,
Her
Yeah.
real job is Chicago title.
right.
Yes, not
So
AI
what's
specialist.
your email, Danny? Dani
Dot
Jenkins,
Jenkins
Jenkins
at CTT, like Chicago.
at ctt.com.
Yep.
Okay. So that's our email address.
Yes. And if you have like any specific AI questions or anything too, I would love to help you out with it too.
Right.
Or anything title related. But to continue,
Especially title related.
yes. So here, this
Virgo,
is another,
everything changed now.
yes, I changed the screen. So do you see where it says getting you prepared to meet with a potential client?
Yes, I
Got
do.
Okay,
Right.
perfect. So this is one tool that I use ChatGPT on all of the time. And I think it is good for you guys in your business because you are also meeting with a lot of different personality types as well. So first so if I'm meeting with a new attorney, I will do a deep research on them. And so, I mean, sometimes they don't have like social media or things written about them, but it'll pull as much as possible and kind of let me know what their personality type is. And then I go into ChatGPT and where it shows this pink button, this is just like a brand new chat. It has this pink button. You hit this, and that means you could talk into your phone. So I tell it, hey, ChatGPT, role play with me as if you are a client that is a real estate attorney who has been doing this for 30 years. You're all business, nothing. Um, you don't want to talk personal lives because I tend to do that quite a bit where I'll sit down and ask them about their family or whatever it is first. Um, so I'll tell it like they're strictly business. They have been in practice for 30 years. They own their own firm. Like, give as much information. They're this personality type. Role play with me. And it'll go through and role play. And at the end, it gives me different tips on, like, okay, you worded it this way. That was fine, but you could do it better and do it this way. It'll also rate me. So it'll tell me how well I did and how likely I am to actually get this person as a client. So for you guys, I did an example, but you can't, for some reason, when I screen record, it doesn't record the vol or the sound. So I did it as a an all business um future listing of mine where it was a man in his 50s and he was strictly business. He has a high net worth, super professional, polished. He's going to ask me all of the hard questions up front, and he's interviewing multiple agents as well. So I had it like role play with me. And I'm not an agent, so I don't it was really hard for me to try to role play with this, but um I went through it and it actually like it helps so much because it's not a real person. You're not doing it, but you get those like nerves out. And then when you are in front of that person, you're more confident, you're more polished, you know what to say, you have different ideas of what they're gonna ask. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
I even like sometimes I'll have ChatGPT write me a script of what I could say to certain answers and I'll just practice it. So then like that vocabulary is more normal coming out than um my normal language because
Right.
me talking to a real estate attorney that has been an attorney for 30 years, we're going to have different dialect. So,
Right.
me coming in, I want to sound as professional as I can and use terminology that they use and be relatable and connect with them. So, I'll do that and have it pull like a script for me as well. Um,
Right.
and the more you do it, the more comfortable you are too. So,
And I'm
I
sorry to cut you off, Danny, but we're almost out of time. So we've got about 10 minutes left.
Okay, I'll keep going. So
Okay.
I'm
Notebook
sorry. I
LM,
was gonna say, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Bye, guys. Love you.
Hi, thanks for
Bye.
joining, Patty.
Thanks, Patty.
So Notebook LM. So this is also a tool that's connected to Gemini, but this is its own app. So unlike Nano Banana, where you connect it in Gemini, Notebook LM is its own app. And ways you could use Notebook LM is it turns your contracts and docs into instant answers. So as far as like your purchase agreements, addendums, HOA docs, inspection reports, MLS sheets, title commitments. So instead of digging through your PDFs, you can ask, what are the financing contingencies in this contract? What are the rental restrictions in this HOA? It reads your actual documents and answers based on them. And I think this just allows you speed and confidence when your client sends you a text message and asks you for a question. You just put the document in Notebook LM, you ask it the question, and it'll pull the answer for you. So you're not searching for it. It also makes you look brilliant in client conversations. So imagine being able to say, based on the inspection, the major items are roof age and electrical panel, everything else is cosmetic. So just quickly, like being able to look at it instead of having to like go through or even talk to the inspector about it. Um, so yeah, instead of scanning the 40 pages in front of your client, you can upload it quickly into the app and have it spit out a response. It creates instant marketing content from your own material. So your listing descriptions, your past newsletters, your buyer's guides, market updates. Then you could ask it to create a social post or write a blog on those, draft an email to buyers, turn a market update into a script to share on social medias. Um, it also helps you prepare for listing appointments like a pro. So similar to the role playing, you could upload the seller's property tax info, local comps, neighborhood data, school reports, and then ask it what are the strongest selling points of this home and what objections might sellers have. Um, and then that way you walk in prepared. It also can organize your brain. So this is nice for me because I get a lot of information thrown at me. This industry is changing all of the time. So you can create notebooks for specifically for your buyers, for your sellers, for your investors, for attorneys, and keep it all separate so it helps you stay organized. Um, and honestly, the bottom line of this is realtors who win right now are the faster, the more prepared, the more informed, and the more consistent. So this just helps you elevate those characteristics. Um, and then Opus AI, this is the other one I was telling you about. So why you would want to use Opus AI. So this is my last slide, I think. It supercharges your social content without editing headaches. So, like I told you, it can make one video into 10 videos, and you have that for the month to kind of spread out. So, I would also recommend following people you look up to. So, real estate agents that do great posts, I would follow them and kind of see what they're doing. Like, are they posting the same video 10 days apart and it's just a different clip of that video, or what are they doing? And then it makes videos look polished and platform ready. It boosts reach and engagement. It saves you time and money compared to hiring an editor. And it helps you build authority and thought leadership with AI. So Opus is it's free as well, so you can go on and play around with it and see what you like. But overall, I would just recommend there's so many different tools, there's so many different strategies that you guys can use as realtors. Stick to what works for you and what you're going to be consistent with. So like I still use ChatGPT even though like now I'm liking Gemini. I'll always use ChatGPT um, because that's the one I'm used to and that's what I like to use. And for you guys too, you don't feel like you have to go out and purchase all of these different apps. Like give them a shot if you like them, great. If you think you're going to use it, if you think you're going to create avatars and videos, then this is just an additional resource for you
Right.
guys. So don't feel like you have to do anything to be a great realtor.
Right.
And I still think cold calls and And like mailers are important. So
I agree.
it's all kind of just based on your personality and what you like to do and what you want to do. But if anyone is interested in doing the Jason Pantana AI Marketing Academy, I have a 50% off code. So it's the same as what I pay. So it's the $100 a month. And your code is in here 50. So think about it. If you guys are interested, go check out his website. It's just called AI Marketing Academy, but make sure it's the Tom Ferry International and the Jason Pantana one. There's a couple of knockoff ones. Um, and that he gives really great information.
So
And
there's a monthly fee with this one, you said?
what was that?
Is there a monthly fee with this one? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
this one's quite expensive. So it's normally $200 a month. But with this 50% off code, it's $100 a month.
Okay.
So that's what the coaching clients get, and then the partnership with Chicago Title. So I get a 50% off code too, to use. But the nice thing is it's strictly for realtors. So it's all tools that can help you in your business as a realtor. It's not like just a broad um like marketing as if you're anyone. It's specific to your industry and what you guys are doing. So I find it super helpful. I've learned a lot from him doing this. But if you guys too, if you have something that you wanted to, like you saw somewhere and you wanted ideas, I can always check on my end to see if he has a video on it. And then I can take the class and share it with you guys afterwards too.
Right. That would be
So
awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
that
but he
would be
posts
awesome.
something, he posts like multiple videos a day. Um, so he has a lot of content.
That's very cool.
But yes,
And
let
before
me,
we let you go, we still need to talk about